about Susan was, as her own high school student, she wasn't a particularly studious kind of student, and her high school counselor told her that she probably didn't have what it took to even go to college, which really ticked her off. She was at the middle school for a while. She was one of the founding members of the Freshman Academy. And then she taught at Franklin Township High School, loved her students, she loved her colleagues, and I know that she loved every single minute of it.
So the first time I met Susan was right after I was hired here in 2013. I was 22 and a new social studies teacher and was kind of looking for someone to be a mentor. Susan Tomlinson kind of immediately stepped up to the plate.
Susan was known as the ultimate professional. She was our first district teacher of the year, and she was always looking for opportunities to grow and learn, and brought so many teachers and students in the fold with that.
I think what stood out about Susan was both the relationship with the students and the rapport that she had with her coworkers. I think she was so intelligent that any kind of pedagogical advice that she could give them about the classroom experience was well sought. All of her colleagues respected her and looked up to her, they admired her. And then the students as well, I knew that they saw a hero and a champion in Mrs. Tomlinson.
Susan was very dynamic in her profession. She was a leader in the mayor's Indianapolis Sister Cities International, and because of that, our students got to volunteer at lots of events.
She loved to travel. She used so much of her time off to do traveling, and then she would use those things to benefit her students.
Someone that could bring the outside world to them in the classroom, and then she would bring them to the outside world. She would constantly take students to field trips all over the city of Indianapolis, all over the state.
She knew she was going to be retiring, and she wanted to have one last initiative, and the CURE project started, the Cultural Understanding for Racial Equity. And along with that, the initiative called Representation Matters. Because of Susan's work, there are banners all around our school so our student population can see themselves. So she just gave so many people opportunities.
I know that she made a huge impact on so many of her students. She was just so enthused about everything that she did.
Susan was always positive. Susan always had energy. When you were talking to Susan, you felt like you were the only person in the room. I owe where I am in my professional life to Susan Tomlinson.
I mean, I love my sister so much, and I looked up to her. You know, she was my big sister. She was an incredible role model for me.
It has been my career honor to have taught and been a friend of Susan Tomlinson. She made a mark on our Franklin Township community that will last for a long, long time.